Hey all, Dave here. Like many of you, I'm currently stuck at home due to the current coronavirus quarantine situation. So I've decided to make, from only dry, shelf-stable ingredients, Cajun beans and rice. While I said only shelf-stable ingredients, I do happen to have some vegetarian sausage on hand, and I'm just going to throw this in at the end. If you don't have any sausage on hand, feel free to leave it out. It'll be perfectly fine without it. First, you're going to want to get yourself some small red beans or red kidney beans. This is just a 1 pound bag of small red beans I got at Walmart a few months ago. If you don't have red beans or red kidney beans on hand, pinto, black beans, brown lentils, pretty much any sort of dried bean you have on hand will probably work out okay, as this will be pretty heavily spiced. You're going to want to empty those out into a nice large container. I just have a big Pyrex measuring cup here. After soaking overnight, I have over 5 cups here, so make sure you plan accordingly. Put plenty of water in so you don't end up with half-soaked beans. After you've got your beans soaking overnight, you probably want to grab your cooking vessel. I'm going to use an Instant Pot and slow cook these for probably somewhere in the range of 6 to 8 hours. Aside from our 1 pound of beans that we've soaked overnight, we're going to need a few other things. Chopped white onion, bell pepper, vegetable stock. This is a vegan chicken flavored stock. Black pepper, garlic powder or granulated garlic, Cajun seasoning. If you don't have this, I'll put a link down below to a homemade Cajun seasoning. Parsley, bay leaf, and for a nice smoky flavor, a little bit of liquid smoke. I'm just going to be slow cooking this in my Instant Pot. If you have a slow cooker, great, use that. If you don't, feel free to just throw it in a large stock pot on low. To this, we're going to add our soaked and rinsed beans. About a half cup of your dried minced or chopped onion. A quarter cup of our dried bell pepper. There we go. It's just a mixture of red and green. About a tablespoon of our vegetable stock here. Quarter teaspoon of ground black pepper. Tablespoon of our Cajun spice. 2 teaspoons of our garlic powder. 2 tablespoons of our dried parsley. 1, 2, 3 bay leaves. A couple of those were a little on the small side, one was on the big side. 2 or 3 bay leaves depending on how big they are. Teaspoon of your liquid smoke. If you don't have liquid smoke, feel free to leave it out. If you have sausage that's been smoked and you're going to put that in, don't add liquid smoke. To this, you're going to want to add water. Once you get everything added, just give it a nice stir. Put the lid on. And let that slow cook. Somewhere in the range of 6 to 8 hours. Once your beans are cooked through and they're nice and soft, remove your bay leaves. I'm going to take a potato masher and I'm going to mash some of these beans up so that we get a thicker, creamier Cajun beans and rice. I normally try to mash up about half the beans. I think this looks good now. A lot of the beans are mashed up. This is definitely thicker and creamier now. To serve this, just cook up some white rice, brown rice, whatever rice you happen to have on hand. I'm going to make brown rice here. Measured out 2 cups of brown rice, and I've rinsed it well under water just to get all of the excess starch off. You'll also need 2.5 cups of water. Additionally, I'm going to add a few extra things for more flavor. Vegetarian chicken flavored stock, Cajun spice seasoning, soy sauce, extra virgin olive oil. So add all your rice along with the other ingredients to your Instant Pot. 2.5 cups of water. 1 tablespoon chicken broth. 1 tablespoon Cajun seasoning. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil. Give this all a good stir. Put the lid on your Instant Pot. Close the vent cover. Set it to pressure cook on high pressure for 20 minutes. Let your Instant Pot depressurize naturally. Let's scoop some of this out real quick, give it a taste. I've cooked up a link of vegetarian sausage, and I mix that in with a bowl of my beans that I cooked earlier. So it looks like sausage, it tastes like sausage. Let's add some of the beans and sausage in with the rice and see how that is together. I've got a sausage slice, some beans, and rice here. Let's try this. This is good, but the beans have a good flavor. They're nice and creamy since half of them got mashed up. This is a meal that reheats really well. Other than the sausage I added in at the end, this is a complete meal from only shelf-stable ingredients. The brown rice and the beans both have a lot of fiber, nutrients, protein. Of course, we added pepper and onion. I think it could probably use twice the amount of pepper than what I added in here. If you want to add other veggies that you think would work well, that's good too. You could almost do kind of a Cajun bean stew. Add some carrots, maybe some peas. That'd probably work out really well. If I were to make this again, I'd probably add in more bell pepper, more onion, more garlic, and maybe another tablespoon of Cajun spice. Overall, it turned out well. There's always room for improvement with cooking. I hope you found this helpful and given you an idea of what can be done with only shelf-stable ingredients, given the current quarantine situation many of us are undergoing at the moment. Thanks for watching. Check the description for more information. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.